Hello fellow fish nerds, and I guess kind of happy Water Change Wednesday to you. It's kind of happy because this is the last day of my summer Tubbin outdoor guppy ponds. The temperatures are just getting lower. It's like right now it's barely even 72 outside. The lows at night are in the 50s, and I know they're still fine, but they're not really happy. They're not really comfortable probably. So it's time to get the fish out, get them inside, get them in my classroom tanks, looking at the quality of fish that I have, seeing if there's any that are worth selling, or which ones are going to stay in my classroom for breeding and which ones I'll give away to my students, or see and go from there. So first I want to start by telling you what my end of the season, my end of summer Tubbin outdoor guppy ponds looked like last summer. I didn't get that on video because I wasn't making fish videos last summer. First off, it looked like this. It was nighttime, it was dark. I was actually wearing the same shoes, now I think about it. I was dumping out these buckets. Let me loosen this up so it's not as bad. I think that's how I do it. I was dumping these buckets, just tipping them over slowly. Sorry about this shaking here. I was dumping them out slowly, and let me tell you, that's hard on the back. I was sore the next day. I was standing there with a big net, just trying to catch whatever would come out. Mostly I got mulm and detritus and a bunch of gunk and stuff, and every once in a while I was lucky enough to get a fish in there, a guppy or a fry. So this summer I've learned from my mistakes of last summer, as I commented on Michael's Fish Room, his end of summer Tubbin video and his way that he did it. But everybody learns, and I'll learn this summer the mistakes. This year, my biggest plan, I'll talk you through what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is first thing I got to do is figure out how to loosen up this tripod thing here and see if there's got to be a way to loosen this up. It is, but I think that part fell off. So, excuse me again while I do this. So everybody brace yourselves. Brace yourselves for a rocky trip here. So I'm going to empty out probably a few of these 5-gallon buckets. And most importantly, one of the 5-gallon buckets that has the holes drilled in the side over here. And then just completely empty it, one that doesn't have any fish in it already. Like, I'm pretty sure this one right here and this one right here doesn't have any fish in it, so I'll empty those out. And then what I'll do is I will start siphoning using this magical thing so I don't get any disgusting outdoor guppy pond water guppy poop in my mouth, and make sure it's going the right direction. I'll start to siphon out the water. Once it gets to the point where I think it's I'll probably start off by putting a net on this end, excuse me, as I drop the net. Probably put a net on this end to catch the extra guppies, just in case there are any that come through at first. And then that way I'll make sure that I can just dump that bucket out, and then I will raise it'll be light enough to where I can pick it up, pick up the big tubs and put them on the picnic table right here. And that way it'll create a pretty good going flow. So that's the plan. So that's what's about to happen. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna probably make this in three parts of filming, so that way I can take the middle part and hopefully make it fast forward. And if it's not in fast forward, I'm sorry. I tried to figure it out, but I couldn't do it. So now I'm gonna try that, and we're gonna go from there. Also, in this, I will be emptying out the mystery fish tub. Although I'm telling you right now, it's probably gonna be next week's Water Change Wednesday, where I will finally reveal what the mystery fish are in that tub and how they did, good or bad. Either way, I'll be true. it'll be true. It'll be true, and I'll be honest either way. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this right now for the next section so I can hopefully get it to go in fast mo. Is that even a thing? All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start off by emptying out one of these empty buckets. I will still, just to be sure, check with the net for any fish. This gallon milk jug had a bunch of plants in it. Not really many of them survived. But that's still something that I can get growing and get going from there. So I'll dump this back in there, and so we'll try. I'm just trying to make some more room for the buckets. All right, so now we're gonna try and empty out one of these 5-gallon buckets and start going. I'll make this all in fast motion. I forgot to mention, I'm going to take the plants out of tubs and put them all into one bucket probably, and I'll split them up later. So back to the fast motion stuff, hopefully, fingers crossed. Still no babies. So I did find in the bottom when that first swooshed the net was some of this yarn. As you see, it's the acrylic yarn, so it did not break down any, so that's good. Keeps the water a little bit cleaner. Not seeing any fry come through the tube here. So the plan is hopefully that what will happen is that this will overflow, and those holes right there will keep the babies or whatever fry are in here from overflowing, and just the water overflows. So it's kind of going to be a self-feeding system for me here. And if the siphon stopped, no, it's still going. So that's the plan. I'm going to put it back into fast motion here, but we'll go from there. Alright, so as you see, the siphon is going from the tub that is up on the picnic table bench through the tube, obviously, going into a net as a first line of defense. Well, the first line of defense would actually be if guppies were actually smart enough and not swim into a siphon, which so far they're staying away from. It's one of my big concerns my students always have is, well, what if you suck up a fish into the tube thingy? And I tell them, well, they usually don't. So that's the first line of defense. So second line of defense is the net. Third line of defense is the holes so that the water flows and the guppies don't overflow. I guess I could go through here while I'm waiting and try and catch as many as I could, so I try and do that next. So, all right, so that's basically the end of the guppy fry tub. I already got out probably about 20 last week to bring into my classroom to start to cycle my classroom tanks, and those 20 were some that I scooped out of the adult tubs. So it really is more than what you see here. I guess it was a total of what, somewhere about 8 or so maybe. I actually found, when I said 3, it was actually 4 that I found, plus like, I don't know, about 7 or 8 that I found today. I'm not done yet, I'm still at the very bottom. I have like an inch or so left of water, so that's probably, I don't know, about 4 gallons I would guess, maybe at the most. Probably about 3 gallons actually. So I'm not fully done, but I'm pretty much done with the fry. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here because it's like a bajillion hours of footage already. I don't need any more than that. So I'm thinking about making the second part, the adult guppy outdoor summer tubbin outdoor guppy pond. Right there, I can see some adults in there, so I know I have them. I've seen some fry, so I know I've got those fry. So that's gonna be the one that has more of a possibility, I think. And so I mean, this one's already been picked over a little bit. I just went through a quick net, really quick, 2 swabs of the net, got about, I would say, close to 20 of them. So stay tuned for next week. Be sure to turn on the notifications so you can see when that one does come out. The week after that, I plan to post the video of the mystery fish tub being emptied and see how they did, if they survived, if not, how many I got, if they bred, if so, how many offspring did I get. So be sure to definitely turn on the notifications for that. That'll be in 2 weeks from now. That'll be much more exciting than this one. It just gets progressively more exciting. If you're a fish nerd like me, it gets more exciting the longer it goes on. This water's starting to clear up. It's getting that thin here. Let me take you off the stand here so you can see that. This is the very bottom. This is where I was thinking I was going to find the most, but I don't think I see any. Anyways, be sure to turn on the notifications. So click that bell. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will be coming out with a new content series on Saturdays, starting this Saturday, so be sure to check that out. Let's see what else stuff. Someone commented on my video last week, last Saturday, that I should do science experiment Saturdays, and that's actually a good idea to do science experiments. And that'd be a great way to bring my students into it. I do have a few ideas for some experiments I would like to do that would help out the fish fam, my fellow fish nerds out there. Some interesting things. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna get back to emptying these tubs out because I have to leave in a little bit to go pick up a friend, and we're gonna go to Busch Gardens today for the last day of the season. I mean, it's a sad day. Last day of Busch Garden season, last day of summer tubbing. It's just a sad day all around. So I'm gonna get back to this one. To finish this one, I'll have one empty. That's 15 less gallons of water. I mean, go figure. Then I'll get these 5 gallons emptied out. They have nothing in them. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Just nothing to see here. All right. So yeah, there's no guppies left in this tub. I'm going to get started on maybe the adult one right now, but we'll see how much time I have left. So anyways, comment below with what you thought about this, and any requests for future videos or content. Like I said, a comment from this past Saturday is the reason I'm gonna start a new content coming of science experiments with the students on fish stuff. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Be sure to comment. You never know like what your comments will spark in this thinker area up here that's kind of fuzzy right now. So anyways, stay tuned and stay fishy, people.